Not sure what happened on the bottom lane, but the equilibrium's all messed up for the side of Escape. I'm not sure if AdmiralBulldog had the range creep block in front, but he will get a free wave at this.
S4, that's a lot of damage with a Cold Snap as well. YapzOr, the attack, Sunstrike well off the mark, but YapzOr's attack is right on it.
Wow.
And that's going to be S4 going down to qojqva as well as YapzOr.
That's pretty surprising. I thought he was going to use his branch. They weren't able to control the lanes very well for Broodmother.
They're coming. AdmiralBulldog. Era knows he can find him. AdmiralBulldog is kind of, now he knows there's vision there. Low on life, they drop a secondary sentry. The Sunstrike from qojqva, right in the mark, and they get him with a Chakram. So AdmiralBulldog gets picked off now too. Every single core has died for Alliance. They're 5
with the recent D ward. But I don't know if they actually want to go for him. The smoke might pop.
That Observer was so close. Now the Observer ward. It's going to be the Blink Lasso. They find Era. Reactive Armor's up pretty high. He needs to chain himself away from this, but they keep the stuns nicely chained from Alliance. And Synderen got there too late. Has to Cold Embrace. He's got the Curse available. This may create a little bit of space, but Alliance beautifully spaced out, meaning the Curse will be completely useless, and they go from one to the other. S4 Blink comes back off cooldown, starts sticking Napalm, Flame Break, just pushing YapzOr back. He tries to go for his own Flame Break steal, but getting swapped back in. This will be 3 hero kills going the way of Alliance, finally getting on the board.
Wham, what a smoking by them. That was just so quickly executed by them. And Synderen not close enough to the Timber. And then he could have thrown a curse down to at least just run away.
KheZu. Well, how's your prediction? His prediction's good! He went for the dust! He found AdmiralBulldog! The Chronosphere would be committed as well. The Sunstrike's coming in. It'll connect. And the swap out. The damage is still there from the Rubik. It was RK going for the save with the swap, but it won't be enough. S4 and EGM have now moved over too. KheZu just needs to escape out. There's still a hell of a lot of spiders. S4 has Blink Lasso. He's waiting a little bit longer, however, because he wants his teammates to arrive. So Bulldog moves over into the Insatiable Hunger. Era. The stun from RK won't last long enough. KheZu starts with the time dilation. Wants a Chrono on Bulldog. The swap out from RK is going to guarantee his death with the extra damage from Sunstrike. But now YapzOr's on the hunt. He's got Blink and Swap available. The Observer Ward actually sees Loda better than anybody else, and that's what YapzOr's going for. The pickup, the telekinesis grab. He's not going to go for the swap just yet. In fact, currently he's dealing with the illusion being mirrored onto him. But Loda slowed down with a Cold Snap. Still waiting this one out with a Deafening Blast. Now we start to still really qojqva flex those muscles, and they go for more. The swap is over on EGM, stealing the weave now in favor of YapzOr's team. EGM picked up and thrown back into the rest of ESC, and EGM will be dropping down. S4 will be allowed to survive, but Escape really dictating that fight so well.
Goes back to the earlier draft.
We're finding EGM warps the Chronosphere. EGM needs a 4-staff. Someone needs to get him out of that pit right now. Picked up, and it will be RK actually swapping him out, but Era waiting for EGM. The Shallow Grave will make him work for this a little bit harder, and they don't want RK by the looks of it. EGM will still end up going down to Era as Era goes in harder. Pops the Shiva's guard, slowing down. S4 has to trigger the BKB with qojqva behind him, but the physical damage is more than enough from Escape to burn through him. And now Loda starting up the fight with all the illusions. The curse is out, but Bulldog chasing down KheZu up on the high ground. You can Tornado, create more space. Loda's illusions still keep fighting with it. This being a 2-for-2 trade-off. You sunder the life of Era. The Orchid, the silence is actually there now from Bulldog, but the embrace, it's cold from Synderen, but it'll be enough to keep Era alive while Loda dies in front of his own tier 3 tower. They hunt for more RK. Finally, the man who tried to save this initial fight with his swap will be going down. But it's all tip for tat with the trade-off being for Synderen. But it's a little bit more in favor of Escape with 3 heroes. KheZu, that's way too much damage he's taking. Has to time walk it off. Era comes to the front lines. He knows RK is low. Tornado's not going to be catching up S4. But Loda also having a little bit of trouble. YapzOr picks him up, throws him down. He's got the swap available. The problem is he gets stunned up by RK. Now Gem of True Sight. So they have the vision still. Loda try and break free. Era so low, but the Invoker, he's killing with an EMP. Looking for even more. EGM over the tree lines. The Ice Wall will slow down EGM, but the 4-star from S4 brings him back out to safety. And it's RK who's hunting on the bottom lane for Era. Chakram's a long way up, but qojqva, he knows this is a little too easy. When Era can blink in, get the Whirling Death. S4 coming back for more. He got a little clipped by the Deafening Blast, but not fully affected. Fire flying around to the tree line. Era Cold.
Because if they lose this Roach fight, they will probably lose this game. So you want to throw as much gold into this fight as you can.
Just means you don't have buybacks, you don't have them twice over. Jump in from Era, finding EGM. They might be able to remove the Shallow Grave again. Bulldog hunting down Cinder, and he'll be able to finish that job. As, well, RK, 4 staffs away, but he already gave the stun over. Was the Rubik as qojqva, easy pushback on Bulldog. And he's got nothing else to really give at the moment. His BKB was already triggered. He's down for 81 seconds, and Loda looking for the damage now. He has to stand his ground. He has to fight. RK was able to save S4 from the Chronosphere, so they just keep stealing swap. The last dude's there from S4. KheZu trapped, and Loda, he actually has the strength. He has the opening. They brought down qojqva, they brought down the big man. The question is, can they get the twofer? Can they get both Era and qojqva? Era slowing down Era. He needs to wait until the chain. Okay, well, the rest of the team's going to arrive. Lotus Orb will allow Era to break free. Now S4 jumping in. They have to wait the Lotus Orb out. Then they can lasso if they want to and just hold him here as he does a hell of a lot of damage. EMP Tornado. Era will finally pop. S4 triggers the BKB, he wants to go for more. Problem is, his home is in trouble. The top lane's being threatened by KheZu as well as YapzOr. They must TP back.
With interest, he's 160 short.
Oh, here's your movement. Very deep for Era. But the tier 3 tower's already gone. There's a loop around the back from AdmiralBulldog, and he focuses instantly over on YapzOr. The cold embrace from Cinder will save it, but KheZu locked to the front lines. Never even got one ulti off, so they curse over on AdmiralBulldog. This buys space for qojqva to get himself away. They blink out, and Alliance showing their strength once again that they can fight, but Era wants to go. S4 snapping towards the air. He'll hit the ground, but Era in a little bit of trouble. Lotus Orb will help him break free. The Shallow Grave let S4 also fight with a little bit more confidence too, but Era needs to chain away. The swap is there. It's YapzOr going back in again. The Gem of True Sight will be lost, however. And now it's the swap in from RK. They keep Era in the fight. Alliance are currently doing it very well to a point where they bring down 3 players at ESC. They don't get qojqva, who's still hovering around. But at the same time, ESC take out what they get, like the top tier 3 in range tracks. That's what they got for that committal of the fight.
Not worth. Faceless Void died way too early on in that fight.
Cinderin, he finds the opening. S4, they swap him back out again. So S4 being chased down by the Forge Spirits, but Alliance breaking 3 of the 3-man huge curse. But now they're grouped up outside the base. Loda, he wanted to sunder, but the Lotus Orb cancels it. He doesn't find what he wants, and now he's down for 95 seconds. The buyback will come. He'll actually come back to the front lines with the BTs, but how many more of his teammates will still be alive? Era's fighting in the front lines. Cinderin goes down. qojqva, they find the damage. They bring him down. Era's on the run too. The sole survivor for escape, but they still have to defend their home. The tier 3 tower's under attack. A rather large wave going in through the
recent int buff. Like, he has a lot of ints, so the Dagon will do a lot more damage.
EGM's the target. YapzOr, Mr. 32 Century moves forward, gets the grab on EGM. They jump in. KheZu, the BTs are coming in too. It's going to arrive at a 3-man chrono. That's big. It got RK as well. There's no saving grace. Even the magic missile will be stolen to keep RK under control. The supports, the curse is there. Loda, will he unwillingly kill his best friend with a chakram down? It's going to happen. Wyvern will find the kill. There's still a 2-for-1 trade-off as the Rubik got picked off in the backlines. Again, Bulldog being an absolute pest. Low. The Shallow Grave is up, so S4 can survive through this. Tornado tries to create space, picking up Bulldog, throwing him down with the EMP. They're going to burn down a little bit, but the EMP doesn't burn enough. It's just the Ice Wall, which keeps Alliance basically moonwalking out the front of their base. They do manage to pick up Faceless Void, so KheZu will drop, and the only thing that was really lost is a lot of life from tier 4, and the range tracks again in mid until Era, he comes back in for another.
They're trying to fight without the Void. That's a very tiny window.
Firefly. He finds YapzOr, but YapzOr blinks away in time. Era's going to come over. S4, there's a BT coming on top of him. It's AdmiralBulldog at the front lines, but the curse! It's going to lock Bulldog in. S4's pulled away, and Loda, he will end up killing off S4. Too much damage from the Terrorblade working against Alliance. You still have Timber as well as Void on the sideline, but they both have buyback. YapzOr can delay this. The tier 2 just swap very defensively. and actually gives over the swap. That's an Aghanim's upgraded swap, but then S4, he finds the Absol, drag him in the corner, brace the Chronosphere! It got Bulldog and S4! The Sharkrams are coming in, KZ wants to kill the secondary Chrono! They're gonna bring down RK as well as Admiral Bulldog! There's nowhere to go! S4's even just on the tip of it too! The Shallow Grave is not enough! The two of them are down! Loda, he needs to be huge! He needs to be massive! He's picking off the back lines! The Eul Scepter will end up saving the Rubik, dodging those 3 attacks! The Sharkram slowing down Loda! He'll come over to Era! Where is this damage out? There's isolated KZ. There goes your Chronosphere. They need to kill Loda right now, and he's dropping. The Shallow Grave is up for EGM. They swap him out as well. Is Terrorblade in deep. Sunder's over an RK, but the curse is on RK as well. Oh, Loda again has to kill off his own teammates unwillingly. Thanks to Cinderin, they go for more. The BKB is up. They managed to get the swap out again. It's qojqva who's the man who's saved, but Loda, the damage is there. qojqva 4-staffed in unwillingly, too deep. Triple kill for Loda. You still have Era inside the base, but S4 will not let him escape. Loda, the Shallow Grave is allowing him to fight in the front lines, and they get through. It's an ultra kill for Loda. The bottom racks is barely intact. It's the range racks on 3, 4, 7. All that is left. Does this
getting that reflected back, and he kind of killed his 2 supports, but that's what they're there for.
I think Loda is actually killing off as many of his own teammates in the fight as he's killing off enemy heroes.
Oh yeah,
oh,
Rapier.
Hello. Hello, Loda. He's going to give up the Mana Style. The Divine Rapier has arrived. It's still 37 seconds until he's actually got his Metamorphosis up. As they look for a target, EGM, Era, 4-staffed up by Cinderin, trying to push him away to safety. The Splinter Blast will slow down the push, but that damage from Loda is just so high. Do they go past it? Yeah, they are. They're coming in. They got 40 seconds while this Invoker is down. They're going to go for a straight GG push. Not a single Rax has been taken. Fortification will slow it down. KZ now back to World of the Living. Time walks out. He needs a Chronosphere and he gets it. He isolates Loda, but S4 still causing problems. This Chronosphere, there's no follow-up. Loda at least was controlled, but they don't find the kill. He's going for the Fortress with a BKB protection. KZ now actually has to go again for the Chronosphere, but he hasn't got enough of them. Now they can just keep attacking it. This could be Alliance's game right now, and they've got it! 71 minutes! They actually take it on the back of the Rapier Terrorblade. Alliance take game 1 against Escape after Escape. Look, they had everything slammed into the bag.